business was just, just to show me that, I really still had it. I aced a lot of the exams I had, and I was just like, man, okay, I still got it. But one thing I couldn't get rid of was the music. What up, it's your man Flo Rida, and right now you're watching Factory 78.
Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, here we go.
Factory78tv, I'm your host, Adesope. This is another exclusive interview with international superstar, hitmaker, jet setter. Of course, it's the one they call Flo Rida. How you doing, sir?
And I'm betting you like girls to give love to girls and stroke your little eat.
Oh man, great. Happy to be here in the UK. Was very happy when I got the news that I'm the, best-selling singles artist, of 2012. I got the plaque today on Daybreak, and it blew my mind. So definitely much love to all my fans out here.
Slow it down, baby, take a look. Blow my whistle, baby, whistle.
Listen, you got the plaque today to prove that. It just shows the amount of hits you had here in the UK. It's like every time you put out a single, it becomes an anthem. How does that feel for you?
Oh man, it just feels so amazing. It just let me know, if you continue to hit the studio like crazy, you'll make hits.
Speaking of hitting the studio, this is your fourth album, from Mail on Sunday through Only One Flow, and now it's The Wild Ones. 4 albums, a lot of songs. Did you expect to get this far when you started a couple of years ago?
Oh, of course, because anything that I put my mind to or I'm a part of, I don't take it lightly. I go hard, very passionate about it. I was just on the plane the other day listening to my first album, on Mail on Sunday, and I was like, wow. Just looking at the difference in my style now to back then, it's not really much of a difference, because if you listen to some of the songs, it has that same flavor what's on Wild One. So it just showed like a more colorful side of me, different, styles on that album. And it was just like, I was so amazing. I was, reminiscing where I was at, the times I did it, how much fun I had, creating these albums, because, I was around so many people, one in particular, I remember being around like Khaled and Rick Ross, and my man Briscoe, and it was just so amazing, those days. So, to have the success and it's still going off the charts is just a blessing.
Wild Ones has produced 3 hits already here in the UK. We're talking about Whistle is a monster hit right now, Good Ones, Wild Ones itself. Single after single, when you were recording the singles for the record, did you expect each one to make such an impact?
Man, I told my A&R, I was just like, man, please understand me. When we create this album, I want every record on this album to have a major impact, and that's what was my goal in creating the album. So, I look forward to every record, just doing amazing.
I called you a jet setter. You are a jet setter. You're only here in the UK for 2 days. You've been everywhere. You've traveled to Europe. You're almost like, this is probably your 100th time in 2012 coming to the UK. When the first album dropped and the response internationally, especially here in Europe, was how it was, a lot of people, especially artists, we're not too sure, artists in the States, sometimes they hold back. They let that vibe go, and then they don't like reap the benefits that early. But you were quick to get into the international ocean and really just come out here and see your fans. Did you expect to let's go and do this international thing so quick?
Well, I remember the first time, when the record Low started popping off, I ran into my man D Miller of Atlantic Records, and he was just like, hey, yo, you coming with me? And I didn't really understand the whole international market, but I listened to him, and we got a chance to travel to the UK and different places, and I wasn't really familiar with it, but I'm so happy that I paid attention, and it's all about listening. And I definitely listened to him, and I really thank him for just bringing me aboard, and the whole team for realizing what I had to give to the rest of the world.
You talked about business and stuff. I know you had a couple of years just dabbling into international business at university in the States. Did that did you just reading and understanding a little bit of business, has it kind of implied itself? Have you pushed it into your business right now, making music and doing all the things you're doing?
Yeah, most definitely. I actually started my own company. It's called International Music Group, and I've signed like 5 different acts. One in particular, I have my girl Stacy, who's out on the road with me right now. I have Tyler Maderos. He's a Canadian artist. We actually went on tour with Pitbull most recently. I have Wild Child, and I have Team Flight. And going to school for business was just to show me that I really still had it. I aced a lot of the exams I had, and I was just like, man, okay, I still got it. But one thing I couldn't get rid of was the music, so I decided to let the schooling thing hold off. But I do imply a lot of the things that I learned in school, and it's just all about having that mindset that anything you do, you're just passionate about it. So choosing the music, I had to be very passionate, and I couldn't have a plan B. I really had to know that I can turn this into an empire, and that's what I'm working on now.
2012, you've had the singles. Now you're in the UK promoting another single that's about to drop. It's already on iTunes. I Cry. I saw a video with you shooting the video for the single I Cry, and you had your nephew in it that's going to be playing you. Tell us a little bit about that video and what the song is about too.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the fans an insight on where I come from, what I stand for, the different obstacles that actually made me who I am today. I wouldn't change it for the world. Those things that I thought might slow me down really helped build my character and help make me very humble and really appreciate the things I have now. So my little nephew who played me in the video, everyone was just like, wow, he looks like you. And I was just looking at some other footage today, and Stacy seen some footage of me when I was young, and she was like, you look just like your nephew. But he's actually all the different the route I took to get here, he's actually going through those routes. And different things that makes you emotional in life is shown in this video. What happened in Norway and things like that. I'm implying that, but for the most part, I just wanted people to get a side of me that they normally wouldn't get, and that's really the my whole persona, what I'm about, what I stand for. And I think I Cry would definitely get my point across. Even me watching it just makes me want to tear up, and that same effect has happened to everyone who's got a chance to see the video prior to what you guys are going to see. But I'm pretty sure it's going to have a huge impact.
I Cry, it's out on iTunes now, so go get that. Flo Rida has made the hits that we're all dancing to now. One thing I wanted to touch on before I let you go is most of the interviews I've seen you on, heard you speak, you talk about your religion and your faith in God a lot.
Yes.
How important is that part of you?
I mean, I'm big on Jesus. If you've seen the chain I just bought, it's actually a Jesus piece. I didn't bring it out here because, taking it through customs is kind of crazy. It's like 18 karat gold, and it's, it's something I could pass through my family, but my mom always instilled in me, put God first, and, all the blessings shall follow. And, for me to be successful, that's what I did. I always read my Bible and, treat people right. And I just feel like, when it comes to life, I think you should treat people the way you want to be treated. And the first step, it wasn't all about just religion. It was just about respecting people. And my thing is, I'm just glad Mom really put that in me to go hard, be grateful for the things you have, but just know it's a bigger picture. You're set here to be an inspiration to people, and if you can do it musically, that's even better. So in this position, I started my own youth football league. It's called the Florida Youth Football League, and I have like 30 teams. That includes like cheerleaders and everything. So, and gearing them up for school, I got them all book bags and gave them the right, tools that they need for school. And a lot of times when I get back from traveling, I go back and I go to the parks, and the kids are like so amazed. They hear me, having this team, but they're surprised the fact that I go out there and speak to them. But when I was young, anytime I got a chance to meet a celebrity, it really did something to me that made me want to be stay focused and get a chance to reach my dreams. So it's all about giving, and I feel like if Jesus could give his life sacrifice for us, hey, I need to show some type of reflection of him.
You've been everywhere in the world, Latin America, Europe, everywhere. Africa yet?
I've been to Africa. I actually did the first MTV Awards in Africa. I went to Abuja, Nigeria. It was around the time that Obama was getting elected. So I recall, wearing my Obama button up and, man, I got so many fans out there. They went crazy. You know, I actually had to hold my ears. So, I mean, it was amazing doing the red carpet, walking on the stage and performing. It was just amazing.
Well, we came out here to speak to you about your album. It's been incredible. You've had hits after hits after hit. I Cries out on iTunes now. Go get that, Flo Rida. It's definitely a beautiful song. We're sure it's going to be another hit. Before you go, I've got something that I prepared for you. It's called No More with Flo. All right, so we're going to know more with you now. 6 questions. I would have expected a little bit of drum roll, but because, we're in a chilled out setting, where was the champagne? It just went somewhere. Anyway, we're going to go. Thank you very much, sir. Now, 6 questions. First one, fist bumping or slow dance?
I love doing a fist pumping, and it just depends on the moment. I would love to slow dance as well, get romantic with that special individual. I love them both.
2, we go too hard to crack or not afraid to cry?
Definitely. I definitely have to cry sometimes. Yeah.
Miami in Florida, Los Angeles, California.
I love both. But definitely first and foremost, my hometown is like a vacation spot like none other. When it's time for me to go home, it's like I want to bring all the fans with me because there's a lot of beautiful, people there, beautiful land. I have beautiful things to share with you guys. And then LA, I lived there for like 5 years, so it's like a second home. So, I mean, I love both. You got these both questions.
Listen, I just had to. I wanted to make sure it was so difficult for you to get through. Now, Kelly Rowland's motivation or Nicki Minaj's assets?
You need motivation in your life, and you need the assets as well.
So we're going with both.
Both at the same damn time.
All right, this one I know is gonna make you feel like Maybach or Bugatti. Exclusive right here on Factory 78.
Well, I have both, but I mean, if I have to go with the Bugatti because with the Bugatti you can buy plenty Maybachs. But the Maybach costs, for it does cost. But I have both.
All right, and finally, Mr. Flo, Southern hospitality or British courtesy?
You need both, man. It's like both. Southern hospitality is amazing, and then I'm always, when it's time to come over here to the UK, I almost leave my luggage because I'm so excited to go and buy some clothes out here because you guys have like crazy clothes before we even get them. But definitely we gotta have some British in our life.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, sir. Always a pleasure. This is Factory 78 TV, Flo Rida. See you next time.